Update. Just found husband on sugar daddy website. Update. I confronted him and he denied it. Of course, he did. I don't care. It was enough evidence for me. There's no coincidence in all of this. So I went in and got the paperwork to file for divorce today. And holy smokes is it a lit, and I'm so confused. I'm not really sure how this will work because I am a stay-at-home mom who's not been given access to his bank accounts. Financial abuse, I know. Everyone asking me to look up his bank account. I can't. He would never had a joint account with me. He has never given me access to a joint account. Basically, I get a certain amount of money every month and out of that I pay for groceries, my bills and etc. It's an insignificant amount. Again, I know it's abuse and absurd. This all started getting really crazy and restrictive during my pregnancy. I used to have a credit card that had unlimited funds. Now I'm barely able to get what the kids and I need. I haven't contacted an attorney because I have no money. I'm not even sure how to pay for the filing. The legal aid office said they won't be able to help me for free. Oh, and I signed a prenup. And again, I'm 9 months pregnant, so getting a job isn't really an option at this moment. Anyways, I'll fill y'all in on everything as it goes. Thank you all so much for your kind works and support. Xox. Original post. A friend from whom I've lost touch with over the years just texted me and sent me a screenshot of my husband's profile on a popular sugar daddy website. He was the 8th person in line of her, swipping, and his account says, premium. However, the photos are older and he says on the profile he's 5 years younger than he is. But it's a premium account, which means he pays. I have a feeling this is legit and he may have used older photos to say it's from the past before me. So that if it did come up he can play it off. But before I present him with this, I want to make sure I have my facts together, as I am 9 months pregnant with our 3rd child in 4 years and I have been a stay-at-home mom for those 4 years. If this is currently an ongoing thing, I'm out. But if somehow it's an old account from before me, then it's no biggie. How can I be certain it's active? Asking him isn't an option because he has cheated on me before, and yes, I forgave him. But there are no second chances if he's actively on a sugar daddy website. Contact a lawyer anyways. Explain the prenup and see if the divorce fees can be included into his fees. Explain the infidelity and collect proof. Good luck to you. I am an attorney. I am not your attorney, but I am an attorney. And #X200B. If your prenup happened the way you describe, where he chose a lawyer and drafted it and you signed it without the ability to consult an attorney, your prenup is already functionally invalid. Throw in the fact that he's been cheating on you and financially abusing you, and a judge is not going to pay attention to the prenup. If anything, they'll enjoy giving you everything they can. And #X200B. Contact your state bar association, give them some details of your situation, and ask for a referral to a family law attorney. They should be able to give you some numbers. Lawyers will be slavering over the chance to help you get yours, seriously. You're in a better position than you think. A lot of people have said to contact a lawyer. I'd also contact your local women's shelter and domestic abuse center, and just see if they have resources for you. Contact an attorney. They will set up a payment plan. The sooner you act, the less time he will give to hide assets. You will be given support for yourself and your baby. Depending where you live, it could be while the proceedings are taking place. Ask for full custody, maximum support in the house. Get an attorney and have him hire a forensic accountant. They will find all his accounts. You can try to have attorney fees as part of your settlement. If you signed a prenup, your settlement is probably going to be fairly straightforward. Lots of lawyers, attorneys will work with you because your situation is very common. Financial abuse is common in divorces with stay-at-home mothers. Also, judges throw out unfair prenups all the time. Prenups generally protect assets you bring into a marriage. Judges throw out prenups that favor one party and try and cash grab every $5 made during the marriage. You have a lot of great ammo to work with. Call around for divorce attorneys. I promise, you will find one that will get you access to your husband accounts because they are marriage assets, and you have a right to them. Go to our legal advice. They will help you find a lawyer. Depending where you're located, he may have to pay for your lawyer. Take him to the cleaners. Find a lawyer who will work with you on this, sugar dada. Good luck. Your credit card limit got taken away because he needed the money to support his sugar baby habit. I hope this lights a fire under your ass to get the ball rolling with the legal stuff. Good luck. P.S. I bet if you created a crowdfunding thing here people would cover the costs for you to get started with the filings. I haven't contacted an attorney. Contact a lawyer. Because of the financial abuse, they can file a motion to get you access to the bank account to pay for your lawyer. It's a thing. Go now. Well, it's pretty late RN. Go in the morning. Depending on what country you're from, an unfair prenuptial agreement will be struck down. The purpose of them isn't supposed to be to trap a spouse like this. They also can't include certain assets. Ask your lawyer about this and yes, get divorced. As you have children, he also won't be fully free. Please contact your local domestic violence organizations. This is DV and they can help you. A good holistic DV pro bono provider can not only get you a lawyer but can also get you emergency shelter. When it comes to DV shelters, they aren't what you think of when you imagine a homeless shelter. They have actual apartments and hotel rooms and stuff like that. Depending on where you live, you may very well be able to get good free help. Do you have the account info? Is your name on the account? Depending on where you live, i.e. community property state, half of that money in the account is legally yours. You could call the bank, set up your account and move some of the funds over. Another thing you can do is see if you have legal aid around you. I lucked out and my very expensive shark attorney did my divorce pro bono. You may be able to find an attorney willing to do this for you, as I do believe they get a tax break did the pro bono work they do. If this is what you really want and think it's best for you and your kids, then continue with the divorce, but always make sure you have a plan to get out. Make sure you have money in case attorneys are involved. Make sure you have a place to stay and be able to provide for your kids. Don't just jump ships without a plan or you will find yourself in a bigger hole. If you signed a prenup with no marital asset going to you, you'll be in a bigger hole. Most you'll get is child support since you don't have a job. WAIIIIITTT, hold up. Are you absolutely sure that it's him? People steal pictures all of the time, even pictures of regular people. I apologize if this is a very basic question you've already answered, confirmed, but I just want you to think about it if you haven't before you go nuclear. I am so sorry this has happened to you, but your significant other brave for divorcing him. If I were you, I'd blast him all over social media so everyone shames him for what he's done. He does not deserve to get away with this with his reputation intact. Pause. Definitely contact a lawyer anyways. Prenups are not always ironclad and you should be able to go after him for a financial abuse since he kept all the money away from you. Check with your local domestic violence center. If there is legal assistance available for you, they'll know who to call and they will verify your situation if you can qualify for any outreach services they might have. A lot of places have domestic violence support out there, and financial abuse comes under that can help you go through this. I don't know why, but my knee-jerk assumption was he was seeking a sugar daddy. So you didn't listen to the advice you were given. Play it cool, gather evidence. Why? There's a good chance your husband would have to pay for your lawyer. Go for a preliminary consultation, which is usually free anyway. Financial abuse. Jog on, mate. I just went through the same thing, just reversed. I found my wife on sugar daddy and cam sites. Apparently she was pretty popular. Could you borrow money from family or a trusted friend to pay for the lawyer since he keeps funds from you? I hope you'll be able to take care of yourself, and when I say the following, please don't take it wrongly. Be prepared for an extreme change of lifestyle. Also, poverty. I understand you can go back to work, but that takes time to build up a career. Daycares are expensive and take a huge amount of income. I've been in your exact situation. It sucks and I'm sorry you are having to go through it. Looking back, based on how I'm having to live 15 years later, I would have tried any and everything to work out my marriage. I'm not being ugly here, just the truth for me. Good luck to you. Don't ask for divorce just yet. Find a evil, gather as much dirt on him as you can. Even with the prenup in a settlement during the divorce, you and your children will get more than you already got. If he has money, the court will order him to pay enough for you all. Find an attorney who will agree to receive a payment after the divorce is finalized. Surely there will be some out there who will understand. If the account is premium, he most likely pays for it monthly, so no way it could be an old account. Who would pay for something they don't use? Those sites aren't cheap. He probably used old photos because most men on those websites do. It's almost borderline catfishing. I think it's more them not wanting to show how old they really are. You need to first keep any proof of him doing this, send it to an email. Any photos or screenshots your friend sent you, keep them. Maybe in court you have a chance at getting spousal support? I'm not sure how that all works. I'm sorry you are going through this. You are strong. What is your age and what is his age? Why are you pregnant for third time in 4 years? Like how in hell? What you used to do before marriage? Why did you stop working? Why are you being hid breeder? Lots of questions. Once you find answer to them I bet you can use in divorce. How would it still be premium if it hasn't been currently paid for, though? That's where my mind would go. Completely embellished story. Lol. I bet if we heard the man's side, we would start to see a lot of discrepancies. Stop playing the victim when I'm sure you had a role in your own unhappiness. I mean your husband sounds like a piece of shit. He already cheated on you once and he denied having the account, so if it was an old account he'd have probably told you that. You might just be grasping at straws. What an absolute cry for attention LMAO. The op is obviously embellishing so much of this. What kind of sad losers just make up fake stories like this for other strangers to read and feel sorry for them? Lol. As a divorce attorney, get an attorney. Also, try looking into local domestic violence shelters. They sometimes have resources and may be able to assist with the legal aspects. Call the family court in your area and ask how to file for emergency support both for the kids and you as a pregnant lady. Some lawyers will work on contingency. Start rooting around in the family records for account information. Pull your and your husband's credit reports. Accounts should be listed there. Call friends and family and tell them what's going on and ask for help. Now is not the time to let pride get in the way of providing for the kids and for yourself. What sugar daddy website is this? I'd look around the house for anything you might have a value and sell it to get a lawyer. Gifts like jewelry he may have given you over the years. There is a subreddit Who Knew? Divorce which you might find helpful. Google domestic violence shelters and advocacy groups in your area please. They can help you. I know you are saying that legal aid won't be able to help you with the divorce for free, but depending on your jurisdiction, some courts have pro bono clinics where lawyers essentially walk you through the complicated forms. I briefly worked at one of these during law school. You can tell a legal advisor the full situation. A prenup is only valid if neither party violates the agreement in the USA of their marriage. I believe this can mean for you a payout of between 50 to 70% of all financial assets with damages and pain, suffering. Your move. Some states may be different, I'm not 100% sure. DM me and I'll work with you. Check with the legal advice thread. Sorry if formatting didn't work on a cell phone. A divorce attorney will know how to get everything started and get themselves paid in the end. This isn't the first situation like this they have encountered. Keep going, you are doing the right thing. How certain are you that he's lying? It's not unheard of people to use others' photos on dating sites etc. Not saying he's being truthful, but just because he denied it, does not mean he's guilty. Just read your update. Look for your local women's center. They will be able to advise you on next steps and can signpost you to subsidized legal services. In many cases they have therapists available free of charge. Best of luck to you. I'm so sorry. You must be overwhelmed with thoughts and emotions. I hope you are okay and we're rooting for you. Just know that whatever you are feeling is normal and don't hate yourself for what happened. You are not at fault. You should have catfished him and had him buy you a bunch of cool stuff. Then start using said cool stuff in front of him while never acknowledging how you got it. Slowly he would drive himself insane thinking either you were the anonymous sugar baby or it was all coincidental. Reach out to domestic abuse resources. The financial abuse might make them willing to help you with lack of funds. Once you're divorced and because you have kids, you'll at least have child support, and since your husband paid for the lawyer who was supposed to represent you in the prenup, it might be invalidated.